Assalamu alaikum, everybody. This is Baba Ali, and welcome to the Colors of Islam Club. I'm excited to see you guys today. And if possible, can you guys give me a walaikum salam by waving like this? Yes, I can see you guys. I can see all of you guys. Wow, you guys are all up in the morning. Some of you look tired like me. Oh, Baba Ali, why is this class so early in the morning? But some of you guys, it's like almost like noon. Well, not noon, but like 10 o'clock. But some of you guys, or actually it is past 10 o'clock. It's like noon. That's because we're all parts of different parts of the world. Wow, this is so amazing. Isn't technology amazing? Well, something else that's amazing is our show is pretty amazing, isn't it? Every week, you guys ask me questions, and every week I try to answer them. And we try to make our show very unique because we try to learn about stuff we don't normally learn about. So today's class, one of our questions for our class was, someone was asking me, hey, Baba Ali, I want to learn how to memorize. It says, how do I improve my memory? Memory is kind of important because how are you supposed to remember stuff if you can't remember? Okay, so how do we remember? Well, interesting enough, your brain is like a muscle. Just like your normal muscles, you ever see people exercising in the gym like, why do you exercise those muscles? Because the more you exercise something, the stronger it gets, right? So your brain is a muscle too, and the more you exercise it, the stronger it gets. The part of our memory we don't use very much, the part of our brain we don't use very much is memory these days, because we have stuff like phones and computers that allow us to get away without remembering things. But memory is really important. The more you practice your memory now, the more easier it'll be, especially when you go to school, because imagine going to school and remembering everything. That would be cool. So I'm going to show you a little talent that I have, and I'm going to teach you guys to have the same talent by the time we're done. So this class is only like half an hour, but right now, if I give you a list of 10 words and told you remember those 10 words, it wouldn't necessarily be an easy thing to do. So let me share my screen and let me give you an example of what I'm talking about. Here's a list of like 10 words. Let's say, imagine these 10 words we're going to buy from the supermarket. Like your mom's or your dad is like, hey, we need to go to the supermarket and buy some stuff. And you're like, Baba, I can barely even see the list. I'm like, it's okay. I'll show you the whole list. Okay. So we're going to see all these 10 things we need to go purchase. We need to go buy popcorn. We got to buy oranges. We got to buy water. We got to buy cereal. We got to buy chocolate, ketchup, apples, milk, carrots, and toilet paper. Toilet paper sounds like coronavirus stuff going on. Don't worry. But we need to buy these 10 things. So how would you remember all these 10 things? There's a lot of things to remember, right? You can write them down, but we don't want to write them down, guys. We want to see what we remember in our brain, right? But the challenge is sometimes you look at a word, you kind of remember it for a few minutes. But what if I told you you have to memorize this list and remember like a week from now? You're like, uh-oh, that might take a little more time, right? What if the list changed? What if the list was something different? What if the list looked like this? Well, this is how I remember things. Let me show you my little trick. The way you remember things is your brain thinks in pictures, not in words, in pictures. So remember, the first word, let's say the picture is a tree. If you remember tree as number one, why would I remember tree as number one as a picture? Well, if you look at the tree and you look how long this whole trunk looks like, that looks like a one, doesn't it? Well, kind of like a one. If you kind of look like it's going straight up, that looks like a one. Now, why am I trying to remember pictures as words? I want you guys to take a moment for 1 second, and I want you guys to look at me. I know I'm the small screen on your monitor right now, but look at me. So you look at me, and now I want you to close your eyes for 1 second. Have your eyes closed. Everyone's eyes are closed? No peeking. Eyes are closed, and I want you to think of an elephant. Elephant. All right, now everyone open your eyes. Now, my eyes were closed too. So, elephant. When I told you guys to think of the word elephant, did you guys see the word elephant? E-L-E-P-H-A-N-T. That's how you spell elephant. And when everyone see the word, did you guys see a picture of an elephant? Yes, a picture. So, yes, Serena says I saw a picture. I didn't see a word. I didn't see E-L-E-P-H-A-N-T. But what's funny is we human beings, we try to memorize when we go to school, we try to memorize words and words and words and letters and characters. And we're like, how do I remember all this stuff? Yeah, Yahya said, I saw a picture of a tree. Well, yeah, but when you were looking at a picture of, when you were thinking about elephant, you were thinking of a picture of an elephant, right? So when you are thinking of an elephant, you're seeing a picture of it. So our brain thinks in pictures. It doesn't think in words. So why do we try to memorize it in words? And that makes it harder. So what if we memorize things in pictures? And I'm going to show you how to memorize lists of stuff in pictures. This will be so cool. All right, so we're going to go back to our little list here. Remember, 1 was tree, 2 was light switch. All right, we're going to look at this list, and I'm going to go and make pictures out of everything. Everyone can see my screen. You guys can see that we have a picture of a tree right now, right? That is our number 1 on our list. Number 1 is tree. 1 and tree look like the same. Like a number 1 looks like a tree. You guys see that? Excellent. Now, number 2 will be light switch. Why is number 2 light switch? I want you guys to remember this picture because a light switch has 2 screws. You see the screws that go, those little 2 screws on top and bottom? That's how they put the little plate on it and they put it into the wall. Remember, number 2 is light switch because it has 2 screws. It also, notice it has a little switch that you can turn on and off so it can go up or down, up or down. There's something else that's also 2 of a light switch. It's on and off, on and off. So close your eyes, put it in your brain, say number 2 is light switch, number 3 is stool. Can anyone tell me why you think number 3 is stool? It looks like it is like a chair you sit on, but it looks like a weird type of chair. It has something of 3. Can anyone tell me what it has 3 of? It has 3 legs. Yes. Yeah, like 3 pillars, 3 legs. Yes, 3 though. That's how you remember number 3 is stool. It doesn't look like a number 3, but it is 3. So number 3 is stool. Number 2 was light switch because it had the little light, it had 2 things up and down. Number 1 was tree. Remember, these are all pictures so far. And number 4 is going to be car. What do you think? Can anyone tell me what you see of 4 of a car? What does a car have 4 of? Anyone? 4 wheels. That's right. So I just want to close your eyes and remember this picture as number 4 is a car with 4 wheels. 4 people sitting down holding 4. They're just saying they're like 1, 2, 3, 4. They're counting each other. Okay. So number 4 is glove. Number 3 is stool. Number 2 is light switch. Number 1 is tree. Next go. Let's keep going. Let's keep going. Number 5 is glove. Can anyone tell me why 5 is glove? I want you guys to remember this picture. 5 is glove. 5 fingers. That's right. 5 fingers. 5 nails. So 5 is glove. 4 is car because remember 4 wheels for this. 3 is stool because remember that had that weird 3 legs. I've never seen this 3 legs before. 2 is light switch. 1 is tree because it looks like a big 1. All right. Number 6 is soda. Not very good for you, but it's number 6. So it just is number 6. Okay. Why is number 6 soda? Because it's a 6 cans. That's right. It's in a 6-pack. There's a little piece of plastic that you guys see on top of the cans. They use that to keep the 6-pack together. Number 7 is dice. Now, why is number 7 dice? Well, dice have different numbers on them. But what's interesting about dice has 7 dots. You see? 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3. I also could put a 5 and a 2. That makes 7. Remember the dice? If you put a 6 and a 1 on a dice, that equals 7. So the number 7 on dice, something interesting to know, is the most common number if you roll a pair of dice because they have the most ways to bring is 7. A 5 and a 2, a 6 and a 1, and a 4 and a 3. Okay, so number 7 is dice. Okay, 7 dots, very good, 7 dots. All right, number 8 is skate, or some people say roller blades, but I like the old school people are old like me. Oh, my body is so old. 8, we say the word skate before there was roller blades because they used to call them skates. 8 and skate do something together. What are they? 8, skate. What are they doing? What am I doing? 8, skate, something. 8 wheels. Very good. And they rhyme. No, you got it. So 8 and skate. So quickly review. 8 and skate. 7 was dice because of 7 dots. 6 was soda because of 7 cans of soda. And 5 was glove because of 5 fingers. 4 was car. That's right. That's right. And 4 wheels for passengers, 4 tires for everything. 4-wheel drive, 4 passengers, 4 doors. 3 was a weird chair. Bob Ali showed us weird. Who sits on that anyways? 3 stools is 3 legs. 2 was a light switch. Remember, up and down, 2 screws on and off. Tree. Oh yeah, tree. That I forgot. How can I forget tree? That thing is so big. All right. Number 8 is skate, and number 9 is cat. Some people, you know, this is nonsense. They say cats, they have 9 lives. They really don't have life. They only have 1 life. But they're so good at getting away with stuff. And you think, oh no, she's gonna die. No, she has 9 lives. No, but she really doesn't have 9 lives. They call it some figure of speech. They say 9 lives because there's 9 cats. But anyways, don't worry about that. All you need to remember is there's 9 cats. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 cats. And you notice, where's number 10? There is no number 10. Why? Because 9 is cat. 9 is cat. Okay, and finally, last but not least, is bowling is number 10. Bowling? What are you talking about? What does 10 have to do with bowling? Well, if you notice when you go, and for those who have ever been a chance to go bowling, sometimes you pick up the balls, and I want you to imagine the ball is a 10-pound ball. That's also one thing interesting about bowling. Another thing interesting about bowling is it has 10 pins. When you roll the ball and it hits these things, you'll see there's 4 in the first row, 3 in the second row, 2 in the next row, 1 for next. So if you count 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 10 pins, a 10-pound ball. There are 10 lanes. I was 10 years old, and I rolled a 10-pound ball in 10 lanes, and I went bowling on July 10th. So that's why 10 is bowling. Ah, okay, Babali, that's okay. Okay, all right, so there we go. Very good. You guys did really good. You guys are like this. You guys are so smart. Even, by the way, 9 does have 9 cats and 9 tails. Excellent. All right, so let's quickly review. 10 was bowling. Why? Because 10 pounds, 10 lanes, 10 people, 10-pound ball, 10 years old. Ali went on July 10th, and everything just was 10, 10, 10, 10, 10. And Yahya said, I used to bowl until I was dislocated my shoulder 5 years ago. I'm so sorry to hear about that, Yahya. I hope you don't dislocate your shoulder, and I hope that didn't happen on 10 years ago. Almost 10 years ago, it was 5 years ago. We'll just imagine it was 10. Okay, so 10 was bowling, 9 was cat, 9 meows, 9 cats, 9 tails, 9 cats just staring at me and say, why are you looking at us, Babali? You're looking at us so strange. 8 is skate. Why? 8 and skate rhyme, 4 wheels each. 7 is dice. Why? Because 7 dots. Remember, it has all these different combinations, 5 and 2, 4 and 3, 6 and 1. Soda was those soda with 6 cans. 5 is what? Glove. 4 is car. 3 is stool. 2 is switch. And now the whole list disappears. Poof. Poof. And now I gotta do something to make you forget stuff. Do not write any of this stuff down. One moment while I slowly distract you. Are you distracted? How about this? Do not try to forget everything. Remember the elephant. Are you guys forgetting? Hopefully, forget. I am massaging your brains. Forget. Okay, now let's see how well our little memory thing works when we actually think with pictures, all right? What is number 5? Can anyone type in what number 5 was? Please. Let's see if anyone remembers. Anybody remembers what number 5 is? Very good. Wow, that was fast. Glove. Fingers. Clean fingers or glove, they're both correct. All right, what was number 1? Let's see if you guys can remember. Number 1. Tree. Whoa, what is, you guys are fast. I'm not even doing this in order. Well, okay, let's try the harder one. What was number 9? Catch. Wow, these people are fast. You guys are super fast. Okay, I'll give you a harder one. I'm doing these out of order, by the way. Did you notice that? Number 3. 3. 2. That's it. What? You guys, wow, you guys are super fast. This is, if you guys were race cars, this is how fast you'd be. You guys be like super fast. Okay, number 4. Do you remember number 4? Car. That's it. You guys, your brains are like 100 miles an hour, just as fast as the car. Number 6. Number 6. Oh, now people remember. Oh, there you go. You guys remember. So, oh, I can't believe it. Soda. That's right. It is soda. Number 7. Can you remember number 7? All right. Okay. You guys know this. You know, you already know number 10 is bowling. You already know the 9 is cat. Number 8 is skate. You guys, it's already in your head. You notice those words? You're thinking of pictures. Now we're gonna go back to our original list. Remember our original list? Our original list is this. Okay, Ali. Now we understand pictures. How are you gonna help us memorize like this list of words that our mom needs us to memorize to go and buy something? Well, all we have to do is put pictures together. If you have an imagination, we all do. That's one of the best parts of being young, is We just had to put pictures together. So number one is, what's the number one on our original list? Does anyone remember? Number one, does anyone remember our number one? Tree, very good. No, this was the first one to answer. Tree is number one, very good, Serena. Yahya, Amina. Oh, you guys remember so fast. Okay, number one is tree, and that we're gonna always remember our original list. Our picture list is a list that we always gonna have for the rest of our life, okay? Now, when people give us lists of things, we're gonna put pictures together. So number one here is popcorn. We have to make a story out of picture of a tree and popcorn. Tree and popcorn. Here's the part of the story that you have to, I forgot to tell you, the little part of the story. The story can't make sense. Yeah, it can't make sense. It has to make something silly. It has to be funny. It can't be just a normal thing. It can't be tree, popcorn sitting next to a tree. So imagine tree was growing popcorn. You walk by and there's popcorn and you grab the popcorn and you eat it next to the tree, okay? So that's what, remember the tree, the story about this amazing tree is has popcorn on it, okay? Yeah, Serena's like, yum. I love those type of trees. I wish I'd be in our backyard. I'll be eating popcorn all the time. And the popcorn is warm. Okay, number two is light switch, right? And we have oranges here as number two. So what would be funny for oranges and light switch? This is about Lee's imagination. I want you guys to close your eyes and I want you to remember someone turns on the light switch and everything turns orange. Or you turn on the light switch and all these oranges fall down. Or you can make any story you want in your head. These are just my stories that I'm making up in my head. Number three is stool, right? Stool is number three. And we know on the stool, it was made out of wood, if I remember correctly. What if the stool is made out of water? It's like, hey, I got an idea. Let's make a stool. Okay, and what happens if the stool made out, very good, Serena made it up. If you sit on a water, what happens to the stool? You get wet. Every single time you sit on this chair, like, this is a weird chair. Every time I sit on it, my whole body gets wet. That's because it's made out of water. Who made a stool out of water? We did. Number four is cereal. Imagine in this car, everyone's sitting down and the whole car smells like cereal. Why? Because it's made out of cereal. Why? Because we found it in a cereal box. A car? Yeah, and you get to write it. How does that work? It doesn't. That's why no one fits inside of it. It's the weirdest car ever. All right, number five is chocolate. Remember that glove we have? Remember those fingers we have? Those entire glove is made out of chocolate and it keeps melting. And your whole hand smells like chocolate and it melts like chocolate. And this thing makes no sense. Why would I buy a glove made out of chocolate? You know why? Because I love eating chocolate. All right, number six is ketchup. Ketchup was soda and ketchup. Well, you open up the can of soda and instead of ketchup coming in a ketchup thing, they come up in soda cans. And it's like, oh, we have ketchup flavor. And you're like, yeah. You're like, what? Who wants to eat ketchup? Yeah. All right. Number six was ketchup. And because of soda and ketchup. Why would anyone eat ketchup soda? All right. Number seven is apples. You remember those little dots we have on them? On those dice? Imagine those dots were actually shapes of apples. And I actually remember smelling the dice and it smells like apples. Okay, imagine you also like apples. Okay, number eight is milk. Imagine how fast we're doing this. Number eight is milk, and I want you to imagine milk and skates. Can you tell me? Roller skate with milk in it. Serena's very smart. Wow. You put your feet in it. It's like, wow. Do you eat your cereal out of that? Yeah. You put cereal inside of your roller skates, and then you eat with milk, and you mix it up, and you drink milk. So it's not cereal, it's milk. You drink it. It tastes like roller skate milk. That's weird. Okay, and plus your feet get all milky. Okay, number nine is carrots. Guess who? Alfon's like, ew, yeah. 9 carrots and 9 cats eat. Do cats eat carrots? No, they don't. In our story, they do, because our story is not supposed to make any sense, remember? It's supposed to be weird and silly. So cats don't like carrots, but in our story, they love them. They're like, what's up, Doc? Like Bugs Bunny. And then the cat always has a carrot on top of his head like this, and just walking around. So what are you doing? I don't know. I just like carrots. Like, I didn't know you talked. The cat's like, meow. Wait a second, you just talked. You like carrots. That's all he says. All right, number 10 is toilet paper. Now, instead of the bowling was toilet paper, right? When you roll the bowling balls, they were so heavy. So the owner of the bowling place said, hey, guess what? At our place, you don't have to be heavy anymore. You can roll toilet paper. And like, that's a great idea. They're so light. And you roll the toilet paper, but it doesn't throw down the pins because the pins are so heavy. Like, this is the worst idea ever. You're like, yeah. but now there's toilet paper all over the bowling alley. And whose bright idea was this? That guy, Bubba Ali. Why? It's his story. No, it's not. It's covered in some story, dude. All right, let's go back to our list. I'm gonna remove this list now, and guess what? I am gonna see if I can go back to maybe I don't want you to see. Oh yeah, I was trying to see if I close this list out. Ha! The list is gone. Poof! Let's see how much of the list you guys remember. All right, because we only got like a few minutes. Number one. What was number one? Now, number one on our original list was tree, right? So what was tree in our story? Tree with what? Yes. So this is, yes, very good. You're mixing the stories together. Popcorn, very good. Number two is light switch. When we turn that light and switch on and off, what happened? What item from the supermarket did we get? Orange. Very good. Orange, very good. Orange, Serena, orange and light. Number three is going to be stool. Stool. What is it from the supermarket we need to purchase? I've actually hit up the list on purpose, guys. The list, oh, the list is still on the screen. That's why you guys see it. You guys are so sneaky. I'm gonna stop sharing my screen with you guys. Okay, very good. Number three is water. And number four was it was a car. What happened with the car? Yes, that's right. Number four, they were eating cereal. Number five, fingers. And you remember, now that you see the story of the fingers, they eat chocolate with the fingers. Number six is the soda, but soda was made out of this yucky thing called ketchup. And number seven was dice. And dice was what? Yes, seven was dice, and dice was, apples. Eight was skate. See how you guys are memorizing? Eight is skate, and skate was made out of milk. There's milk in there. Number nine was cat. Cat has something on the top of her head. These are all those items you need to buy from the supermarket. Carrots. And your mom's like, how do you remember all this stuff? Papa, at least covered the Psalm Club. It was amazing. And number 10 was bowling ball. At the bowling ball, what were we rolling? Rolling paper. So, we only got 3 minutes left for our Colors of Psalm Club today. And I want you guys to learn something really quick in arts and crafts. We went over our time. I'm sorry. But Hanifa's here, as you guys know. She's always has these weird and funny and silly arts and crafts stuff. So without any further ado, Hanifa, please scoot over.
Assalamualaikum.
All right, Assalamualaikum, Hanifa. Can you show us your arts and crafts today? You've got about 3 minutes.
Yep.
Show us what you can do.
Today,
Yay, Hanifa.
Today we'll be making number 9 origami cats.
Number 9, 9 cats. Okay.
Okay. So all you're gonna need is just a piece of paper, scissors if you'd like, and a pen, just so you can draw on it. So what we're gonna do for the paper is you're gonna get this corner. You're just gonna bring it all the way down. I hope you guys can see.
Yeah.
Just so we can make a square. Most origami, you generally need a square piece of paper, but a lot of papers, they always come in a rectangle.
We only got 2 minutes, Hanifa, but don't rush. No rush, except there is a rush.
My scissors are not here. So we're gonna do Baba Ali's tactic. Do you wanna do it?
Yes, I love doing my tactic. So my tactic, as many of you guys know, sometimes I wonder if Hanifa just wants to make me do this on purpose and forgets to sit on purpose. And so as I'm doing this, you're remembering what number 5 is. Do you guys remember number 5 is? 5, 5, 5. On our original list, it was, that is right. That is right. It is fingers. And fingers, well, on our shopping list was made out of chocolate.
Okay, so you're gonna fold your piece of paper into a triangle like this.
Uh-huh.
And then what you're gonna do is you're gonna get the top and you're gonna bring it all the way down to the bottom and just fold that.
Wow.
And then when you go over here, you're gonna see that you have 3 triangles. One over here, one in the middle, and another one on the side. So you're gonna get the one to the side, any side, it doesn't really matter. You're just gonna bring it down. So it's gonna come down here and it's gonna look like another triangle. You're gonna see more and more triangles. Again, do the same thing with the other side. Now it looks like a lot of mountains.
Yeah, that's cool.
Thank you. So now what we're gonna do now is we're going to, this part's a little tricky because I had to remember this one. I wish I had the memory trick to do it. So we're gonna get this part and we're going to fold it up so we can make an ear. Cool. And then we're gonna do the same one for the other side.
Super cool.
So we have an ear. And for mine, sometimes if I pushed it down, it would stay, but sometimes you might need a little bit of tape, but then you have a cat and you can draw on any face.
I can see some of the stuff Hanifa has drawn on, and she drew like this one, and then she drew this one, and this one has a heart on her eye.
And now this one.
Wow. So as we've been distracting you, number 9 was cat. And what was cat on our list that we had to buy from the supermarkets? Does anyone remember? Cat was what? Yes, carrot. Draw a carrot. You see? You guys remember. Now you guys know how to memorize lists of words. From now on, guys, when you go to the supermarket, your mom's like, oh, wait, don't forget to buy bananas. Don't forget to buy this. And I said, what number is bananas? Like, mom says, oh, it's the first thing we need to go get. No problem. 1, bananas. Bananas trees. Tree that grows bananas. Wait a second, that makes sense. No, Baba Ali says it can't make sense. Okay, what if the tree that smells like bananas? Okay, that counts. That's better. Okay, guys, that's the end of our time. Say something, Nipa. With that done, we're going to be passing this along to the great Auntie Hiba. And I just want to say assalamu alaikum to everybody. Thank you guys for everyone for showing up and being amazing. And Auntie Hiba might have a guest today. So the secret surprise. I hope I didn't ruin the surprise. All right, assalamu alaikum, everybody.
Assalamu alaikum, everyone. Yes, Baba Ali, we are inspired by you so much and your lovely daughters. So today, my lovely daughter decided to show up. Say hi, Samaya. Everyone say hi. This is Samaya, everyone. She's my daughter, and she is, can you guys guess how old she is? Who can guess? Someone thinks she's 6. Nope.
No.
7. Oh.
No,
Nuh and
8. Yes, 8.
Yes, Nuh, Asya, and Yahya got it. She is 8 years old. And she is so happy to be with you guys because I told her we are an awesome bunch of friends over here. All right, so I learned a lot from Baba Ali today. I was thinking about why is my memory so bad these days? What is happening? And then I got someone at the door. Do you know what happened today? Just before this show, the doorbell rang and the mailman was here and he dropped off a package for me. And I opened the package and I got a book from someone and guess the name of the book. Can you guys guess?
It's obvious. It's happening right now, like
It's
every
something
single
that's-
second.
If something that's happening right now in the world.
Like
That is
the
the name
whole
of-
world, every single country.
That is the name of my book. Yes!
Yes!
Look, very good. I got a book called Coronavirus. Let's Fight It Together. Yeah, it's a nice little storybook. So, I don't know if you guys know this, but one of the things that Auntie Hiba does, like one of the things that I do in my job is I actually write book reviews. People send me books from all over the world, picture books,
Like
usually books for
everywhere.
children. And I write reviews about them, whether I like them, whether I don't, this, that. So that's why I got this book. The author sent it to me and she said, you know, can you write a review of this book? So we started feeling a little worried just looking at this book because coronavirus is actually worrying us. And so when Baba Ali said about memory and having a good memory, I was like, why do I not have a good memory these days? And I realized it's because my mind is sometimes full of worried thoughts. Right? Take out your typing fingers. Tell me, does anyone ever get some worry thoughts in their head? Yes, sometimes. Some small worries, some big worries. Yeah, so I wanted to talk about that because I feel we need to learn how to handle our worries. But before we figure out how to handle them, we actually have to know what they are. So, who's going to tell me, what is a worry? What is a worry?
Well, a worry is like something where you're nervous and like you can't do it and you're like stressed out about it.
That's what Samaya thinks, that when you're stressed out about something or you feel like you can't do something. How about you guys? How would you describe your worry? Nuha and Asya, a thought that disturbs you. Yes, that's a good. Scared, feeling like, right? Nervous. That's like a worry. Yeah. All of us have these little worry monsters that are kind of growing inside us. Another question. How do you think worries get started? Yeah, events about something. When you hear about bombs or bad things in movies, books, in the news, having some sort of uncomfortable feeling. Exactly. So let's read a story together and then we'll come back and have some more discussion. I would like to hear what Samaya thinks and I would definitely like to hear what you guys think. Are you guys ready for a book? Give me a thumbs up. Awesome. All right, so let me put on my share screen and let's go through this.
3, 2, 1, yay.
Okay. Do you ever have a worry that won't go away? What is a worry anyway? Look at his worry peeking out. Does it look like a monster?
Yeah.
A worry is a thought that stops you from having fun, from feeling good, from being happy. Don't bother looking for a worry because you'll never find it. It is invisible, but it seems very real. Suppose, just suppose, 100 elephants come to tea and you discover you don't have any tea bags. Uh-oh, what will you do with a herd of thirsty elephants? Now that's a worry. Yeah. It's an imaginary worry, but people have all kinds of worries. But you can get rid of that worry by offering the elephants some lemonade instead.
Or water.
Yeah, or water. You can feel tired from a worry, sometimes physically tired, or sad, or sick even. A worry can sometimes feel like there is a heavy sack on your back, only it isn't there. Because remember, it's invisible. Suppose a gorilla at the playground borrows your skateboard and doesn't return it. Now you've given yourself a stomach ache because you are sure he will keep it forever. Now that's a worry. But you can get rid of that worry by going up to the gorilla and asking for it back. Or maybe you can make a deal. You borrow his rollerblades and the two of you can skate together. Another imaginary worry, but with a good solution. Sometimes you could just make a deal with someone who's worrying you. A worry can scare you right out of your shoes. Suppose a monster, which are not real, we know it, moves under your bed, and you're afraid if you go to sleep, it will do something horrible, so you stay up all night. Now that's a worry. But you can get rid of that worry by singing lullabies until you both fall asleep. All pretend stuff. A worry can make a very perfect day seem gloomy. Suppose you are all set for the first day of school, but you found out your new teacher is a bear. What will happen if you forget your homework? Now that's a worry. Have you guys ever felt afraid of your teacher? A scary teacher? A little. But you can get rid of that worry by thinking about how your teacher might feel a new class. Remember, it's new for her too. You give her a jar of honey to make her feel welcome. Anyone can have a worry. Parents, teachers, brothers, sisters, friends. That's the strange thing, actually. I wanted to tell you guys. When you're having a worry, you feel like you're the only person in the world having these horrible, horrible feelings. But actually, everyone's having worries, right?
Like everyone gets a worry.
Yeah. Suppose Camille Camel, who is your best friend, is getting ready for a fancy party, and she falls and hurts her knees. She is worried she won't be able to go, so she comes to ask you for help, but you don't know what to do. Now both of you have a worry. Sometimes, your friends come with their worries, and now you don't know how to solve the problem, so you're worried too. Remember last week we read about Maddie and her friend Sophie? Sophie was worried because she didn't have food, and Maddie didn't have food, but then Sophie felt bad too.
It's Sophia.
Sorry, yeah. Next. But you can get rid of both your worries by putting on bright pink bandages with yellow stars on her scraped knees. She smiles and go off to the party while your worry disappears because you helped a friend. A worry isn't polite. It has no manners. It doesn't ask if it can enter your life. It just barges in, and it will stay as long as you let it. Suppose your Uncle Herman is coming to visit, and you know he'll want to see you, but his voice is as loud as a roaring lion, and it makes you want to run away. Now that's a worry. But you can get rid of that worry by remembering that you actually always have a good time with your uncle because he likes to play board games with you, and he doesn't talk so much then. Get out your checkers, here he comes. Most of the time, something you worry about never happens. Suppose you see a rhinoceros walking on the other side of the street. He is so big and strong. What if he were to cross over and hit you? That's a worry. But he is on his way to the store and never even looks at you. Phew! A worry is as big or as small as you let it be. Oh, sorry, I skipped one part. So how can you get rid of a worry once it starts worrying you? You can imagine it away. Put it in a suitcase and send it packing. Seal it in an envelope and mail it away. Stand it in the corner like a punished while you have fun. Or hide it in a closet and close the door. Do something else. Take out your deck of cards and don't let it play. Push it, push it, push it. Write a story, play with a friend, bake a cake. Basically do something else to distract you. And when nothing works, face it. Straight in the eye. Look at it and see if it makes any sense. Tell it to go away. Discuss your worry with someone else, which is something we're going to do today. Work on the thing that is worrying you. Think another thought. Or remember a good time that you had. Or think about what you are doing and not about what might happen. Or replace a worry thought with a happy thought. Let a worry thought remind you to smile. Look at all these strategies they're giving. That's nice suggestions. A worry knows something that you should know. You can get rid of a worry anytime you want. It just takes a little patience. Don't worry, you can do it. Excellent. I feel much better about my worries after reading that. And so I wanted to talk about our worries together because remember, the book suggested that sometimes talking about our worries is actually a good thing. Tell me in your typing box, in your chat box, tell me a few things that you are worried about these days. Samaya, can you tell us some of your worries? What are you worried about these days?
Sometimes I'm worried about when I meet a new person, and I'm like these days I'm worried about coronavirus and this lockdown might last forever.
You think coronavirus might last forever? So
Maybe.
Samaya is worried that coronavirus will last forever. Samaya also feels worried when she meets new people. Does anyone else feel worried when they meet someone new? Nuh and Asia are worried that their dad will lose their job or that we will die. Oh, what else is worrying you guys? Someone privately messaged me that they're worried about bombs. Oh no. Yeah. What else, guys? What else are you worried about these days? Oh, Afan feels worried about coronavirus. If someone has to go back to another country. Omar is worrying about bad dreams make him worried. Yeah, we've got a lot of worries. And can we talk about how our worries make us feel in our bodies? Oh, someone's worried about thunder. Oh, I see your worries, guys. Now tell me, how does that worry feel inside your body? Think about something that is really worrying you right now. And now pay attention to your body. Is your head hurting? Is your muscles feeling tight? Is your stomach weird? What is happening inside your body? Samaya, what about you? When you are worried, how does your body feel?
Feels weird and tingly.
Tingly? Where does it feel tingly?
Like in my hands, like I can't do something. And I just can't. I don't want to. And I don't feel like doing anything at all, even my favorite thing.
Oh, so you feel very like, you just want to sit in a corner?
Yeah.
Your hands feel tingly. Oh, someone else is saying their fingers shake. Someone's heart beats 1,000 beats a minute. Yeah, does your heart go boom, 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 boom,
like
super,
thunder.
super fast, like thunder fast? Okay, so now we know how we physically feel. Now, some of the things that Muslims know is what? Who was the most tested of all people? Who got a lot of worries from Allah? Like Allah sent down a lot of worries to them. Can anyone tell me? Out of all the people in the universe, which people Yes, exactly. The prophets, all the prophets, Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam and all the other prophets, okay, they were really, really tested with different worries. Let's see how many you know. Can you tell me one worry that you can think of for Prophet Yusuf? Tell me a worry that Prophet Yusuf got. Anybody? Think. Tell me something that he was like. Getting thrown in the well. Yep, yes. He worried that he'll stay in that stinky old well. Okay, tell me one worry that Prophet Ibrahim alayhi salam got. Because someone mentioned Ibrahim. Think of Prophet Ibrahim. He built the Kaaba. His son, what was worrying him about his son? Being thrown in the fire. That was a big one. That's a huge worry, right? What will happen to the son in the desert? Yeah, yep. Who knows Prophet Ayub's story? Ooh, Prophet Ayub got a very, very big mountain of worries in his life. Sickness. Whether he will recover. No, he was the one who, the whale one was Prophet Yunus. Prophet Ayub was the one who just got years of sickness, and the sickness covered his entire body. So that was a big thing. And what have Muslims been told us about how we can overcome those worries? We read the Quran. We know that Allah does not test us soul more than they can bear. And we know that tawakkal ala Allah, like we have to trust Allah. And one of the best du'as is Hasbunallah wa ni'mal wakil, ni'mal mawla wa ni'mal nasir, right? That Allah is in charge of us. He is the protector and we don't have to worry. Okay, so when we talk about our worries, we have them in our mind. They are these big monsters. And they're giving us crazy thoughts. Coronavirus, loss of jobs, this bad thing will happen, that bad thing will happen. You know what we need to do? The book told us we have to tell it to stop. And we have to put it in a box or shut it in the cupboard or somewhere. And we have to have some good talk back to it. So that's called positive self-talk. So what kind of positive self-talk can we do? Samaya, what do you say to yourself when you feel worried that you have to do something? So you say, I should do this. I'm going to do this because...
Like, I talk to myself sometimes like, don't worry, Samaya, you can do it. Everyone will be proud and we'll be like...
And Allah will be happy.
Yeah.
So what do you say? That everyone will be proud of you? You tell yourself? Yeah, so Samaya is saying that when she feels worried about something, she says, don't worry, Samaya, you can face this situation. Everyone will be proud of you. Oh, that's good. So she tries to look at, oh, what will make her mama proud? What will make Allah Ta'ala happy with her? So she tries to do that, right? Nuh and Asi are saying, if we make dua and put our trust in Allah, everything will be okay. That's actually an excellent point. You know, all these scientists and people who study like human emotions, they always say that we're worrying because we're thinking about the future instead of thinking about now. If you think about now, how can we worry? Can we be worried about coronavirus right now when we are just together, we're reading a story, we're listening to each other? No. We're actually thinking ahead, and we should not do that. All right. I want you guys to run and get yourself a paper and a pencil. Let's do a little drawing today. Okay? But it's going to be like focused drawing, okay? Not just like, not rough drawing. Let's think about some good drawing. Can everyone run and get yourself some paper? Samaya, do you have?
Yes.
Okay, Samaya's got a paper and she's got a marker and a pencil as well. All right, you can sit here. Okay, so close your eyes for 1 second and just listen to what I'm saying, okay? Close your eyes. There is inside your brain a little monster. Remember the book we read? It's a worry monster. It is your worry monster, okay? It is the monster who says, you're silly, you're scared, bad things are happening, right? It's a worry monster. It's not real, but we're just using our imagination. So I want you to draw me the weirdest, craziest, scariest, baddest, yuckiest, silliest monster ever, okay? And I want to see everyone's worry monster. And then we're gonna like
I'll leave
rip it up or something. So first, draw out the body of this monster. Yeah, bizarrest. That's a good word. Bizarrest monster in the world. Okay? Draw me the body. Does it have one eye? Look what I'm putting up on my share screen. But you don't have to draw this guy. Look at this guy. Oh.
what two legs is missing?
He looks crazy. Oh my gosh. Tooth missing, evil red eyes. But you don't have to draw this guy. I want you to draw your own monster.
How you gonna monster be so?
Yahya, what I want you to do if you're finished your drawing already is I want you to trace it a little darker. Keep rubbing your pencil on it, or if you have a marker, use a marker, because I can never see your drawing with just a pencil. That's a good idea. Yeah, use your black marker, trace it out so I can see it when you put it up on your screen. Meanwhile, I'm gonna drink some water. Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Keep drawing, guys. I want to see some good drawings of your worry monsters. Sumaya's at it as well. We can watch her like so.
Yuck.
Oh my gosh, look at her drawing. Keep going, Suma. Do not have any fear about these monsters. First of all, monsters aren't real. We're Muslims, guys. We know this, right? Monster. Oh, nice, Yahya. It is just fun to identify these crazy pretend things that we have in our heads that, oh, this bad thing will happen. Oh, that bad thing will happen. Inshallah, nothing bad will happen. We have dua, right? Someone up there just said that we have dua. Why are we worried? The angels are around us when we have dua. We have Ayatul Kursi. And dua is called what? Dua is the blank of the believer. What? Who knows the answer?
What is the blank? Blank is not like what she's supposed to say.
Yeah, what is the blank? Tell me. Dua is the what of the believer? Do you know?
Power, like the weapon.
Power, weapon. Yes, exactly. Dua is the weapon of the believer. Excellent. So many friends over here also know the answer. Power. We have dua. We have these two hands. We bring them together and we make earnest dua from our hearts. Ooh, someone's putting up a interesting triangular monster. Oh, I like it. I like it a lot. Very nice. Yahya, put yours up again. Let's see. If anyone wants to turn on their camera for a little while just to show us the monster, that would be fun. I like Yahya's monster.
Wow.
Cool. Omar's was nice. Nuh and Asiya, do you want to show yours? Sabiha and Samiha, do you guys want to show yours? Ooh, Ali and Maz. Awesome, awesome, awesome. Okay, yeah, I'm giving you time, don't worry. Another thing, while I'll keep talking while you guys are drawing, is recognizing that these monsters, remember, they're not real. They're telling you all like fake news about how big your problems are. And we can slam the door or we can lock them up in a box. In fact, maybe after we're done drawing, we'll crumple up these papers and throw it in the garbage can. That worries, we are in charge, not you. We have to give positive self-talk. That's the best important thing. Good, I like it, I like it. Keep going, Simone.
You like it?
I do like it, yeah.
It's a very scary, weird monster. Look, I need one too. Add one too.
Nice. Show it in the computer.
That's why you're not done.
Fine.
Maybe we can make a costume like this for pretend Halloween. Come on.
Okay. All right. They're very nice, guys. I like it. Now, one last very important thing that I want to talk about, if I have everyone back from their drawing. Okay, I'll give it just one more minute. Very nice, Ali and Maz. 4 chicken legs. It looks like a crazy monster. I love it. Let me see. Ah, very nice. Show me yours too, Samaya. Show yours on the screen. Ooh, that's a crazy
It's
one.
saying worry, worry.
Oh, it's saying worry, worry, worry. That's nice. I like everyone's. Cool. Okay, very nice, guys. All right. Once this show is done, I want you to take that worry monster paper and rip it into tiny, tiny, tiny pieces, and we'll throw it into the garbage can. But before we go from today, I want to say an important phrase to you. Oh, Yahya's already started ripping. Okay, cool.
I'm gonna crumble it.
Okay, so listen to one important thing, guys. Okay, you have to stop. You have to stop because you're making noise here.
Sorry.
One important thing that I want you guys to learn is a phrase called reset my system, okay? You have to learn how to reset your system. Can someone type that out for me? Reset your system. Who's a good typer over here?
My monster.
Reset your system. Very good. Let's put this phrase into our brains, okay? Because one of the most important things that a worry does is changes our thoughts, our feelings, and what we're capable of doing. It changes our whole body. So when a worry has made your whole body and your whole mind feel bad, you need to do something very important called resetting your system, okay? Now, resetting your system means doing something to change the way your body feels, to change the way that the worry made your body feel. So if worry has made you feel tingly and nervous and grumpy and sad and lazy and just unable to do anything, then you do something that resets your system. And knowing about yourself, that what helps you reset, that is the most important thing that you guys can do, okay? So I really, really want everyone, Yahya and Halima and Yasin and Sabiha and Samiha and Noor, Asya, Ali, Maz, Omar, Shmaila, Fadil, all of us guys, I want us to think about what will help us reset. For some people, it's deep breathing. So when they feel very, very worried, they can do deep breathing, like so. Or any form of relaxation. Okay, so relaxation can be in the form of breathing. It can be in the form of lying down. You know how Allah, the Prophet guided it, if you feel angry, lie down. If you're lying down, sit down. If you're, just change your position. So one of the things for getting reset is relaxing ourselves. And the other way of resetting is activity. So which activity makes you immediately feel better, right? So for someone, it's, can you think of something, which activity makes you feel better?
Why? Sometimes I just like to go in the garden. It's very windy and see all the flowers.
Yeah.
And I do deep breathing and like walk there. It
Okay.
makes me forget about my work.
So going into the garden, seeing greenery helps Samaya. Sadia is saying take a shower or do some art. Halima is saying painting and drawing. Sadia Sayed is saying read a book. Excellent. Me, sometimes I like to, you know, take a walk like Samaya. Sometimes I like to listen to one particular Qari read the Quran. I love Sheikh Mishri, the way he does Surah Rahman, so I listen to that. And sometimes I even do something like funny, like eat a chocolate or something, right? So all of these things help me reset. So this is something that we're going to think about, and inshallah tomorrow we'll also talk about how to reset ourselves and how to develop something called resilience, okay? But for today, I am glad that we identified our worries, we drew our worry monsters, we're going to rip up our worry monsters, and we are going to think about how can I reset. Remember, you are in control of your worries are not in control of you, and most of all, Allah is in charge, okay? So be good, do good, and remember, who loves you? Allah loves you. Take care and bye-bye. Assalamu alaikum. See you tomorrow.